757. We're going live. Yes, we are live. Day one journey, episode 757. Yes, more than 2 years. And today I want to share with you my thoughts about this question, this sentence. How do I create my own self-confidence? Well, I think yesterday I read a post on Facebook, a question. The question was something like this: what do you think causes a person at any age to have more self-confidence and self-worth than another person? And it got me to think. And I like to think about these things. And for me, self-confidence, first of all, I don't really like the question. Like, what do you think causes a person, as if it's not in his control or her control? I think it's within our control. And when I read all the comments on this post, people responding with their own thoughts, what they think causes people to have self-confidence and self-worth, a lot of people mentioned the environment, having supportive environment. They spoke about, they mentioned parents and yes, environment, the people around us. Well, I do agree. Yes, they help. A supporting environment supports us also to have more self-confidence. But again, I don't like this question. What causes us, as if we're just a leaf in the wind? Yeah, like, no, we are human beings. We have brain, we have body, we can do stuff. So I want to ask, how can I create self-confidence? What do people do that helps them to gain self-confidence? So this is the first question that I ask myself. And I think the answer for me is very simple. Like, I know for me, the answer is very simple. It's practicing, it's training. Let's say I want to have self-confidence in a specific area, in dancing. I wasn't that confident with me dancing 15 years ago. But I learned, I practiced, and every time I practiced more and more and more, I got more confident in my dancing. Now I'm speaking, I'm using the English language. I'm pretty confident in that. Why? Because I'm practicing. So for me, this is the very short, to the point answer to how do I create self-confidence. I actually practice. But but still, self-confidence and self-worth are so deep. So there's another question here that I think we sometimes don't ask, is what causes us to lose self-confidence? What is blocking us to have this trust in ourselves? This is how I see self-confidence. Trusting myself. So, for example, I think that I have good, healthy, high self-confidence. Does that mean that I have confidence with everything I do? No, I also have self-awareness. It comes together. Like, I know that I'm not good at, I don't know, making jewelry. My mom is making jewelry. And I'm not confident in that. Well, but I have self-awareness. And I do have confidence that I can learn something. So there are many facets and angles to self-confidence. But for me, the bottom line is I can practice. And this is how I can actually create self-confidence. And when I do it with several fields, I can create a general, more, I guess, bigger self-confidence, the confidence that I have in myself, so I can learn anything. Because I learned and I practiced and I tried some things. And also on top of that, again, there's the second question: how do we lose self-confidence? And I think it has a lot to do with limiting beliefs. Beliefs that we have, things that we believe in, and we think that they are true, and they are limiting us. For example, there's things about identity. Let's say I do something, I fail. I tried something and it didn't work. I failed. I don't think it says something about me. I'm not saying I am a failure. I don't have the tendency for that. One thing that I did doesn't define who I am. So I failed, but I'm not a failure. So if I have the tendency to take experiences in my life and say, this happened to me. Well, I know, I got angry. I felt this emotion, and then I transitioned immediately to my identity. Well, this is who I am. Like, yeah, I was a little bit depressed. Okay, this is me. This is part of my identity. Well, I failed, I'm a failure. It's not my identity. So I can be comfortable with losing. I think this is a very empowering belief and habit. Actually be comfortable with losing. And how do you do that? You actually need to lose. And this is a practice. This is training. You train and you lose. And you see that nothing really happened. Yeah? Like you might be with less self-confidence before. You're afraid to lose. But you push yourself to do it. This is the doing. This is the execution. This is a necessity. But then you experience a loss and you move on. And you experience a loss again and you move on. So you practice getting comfortable with losing. And also, the other thing I just shared with you so one thing, you get comfortable with losing. And second, you don't take it personally as if it's your identity. Yeah, I failed. I'm not a failure. And there's another empowering belief that I have. I can always learn. I can always get better. And I always try. I always push myself. This is who I am. This is how I decide to define myself. So this is what I want to share with you today. For me, I don't like to ask why do people have more or less self-confidence. I like to ask, how can I create? And how do I do that? How do I create my self-confidence? By doing. Also by doing and not succeeding. Losing. But this is me getting comfortable with losing. And also knowing and acknowledging that it doesn't say anything about me as a person. Yeah, I tried this and I failed. What does it mean about me as a person? It means that I try. I'm the kind of person who tries, who put in the effort. And also there, maybe I'll talk about that tomorrow, but I give myself the credit for the effort. And I think some people don't give themselves the credit for the effort. They wait only for the results. And when I give myself the credit for the effort, it builds my confidence. I build my confidence. Either way, have an amazing day. Maybe we'll talk about it tomorrow. I don't know. Have a good day. Day one.